Man, oh man, oh man. You know what's going down? Uprising. Welcome back. I guess this is going to be a thing now.
That was rough.
Intro.
Wow.
And you had to comment. That's your opening. Wow.
What a change of an environment. The last time we sat down and talked about things,
There was no girls at the table.
There's no girls at the table. There were no mics. We have mics, but we don't use them. So I was like, let's do it properly this time.
Okay.
If you guys are watching us in this channel and the video for the first time, my name is Ming. It's also Ming, and this is Soph. And we are
Yes. We're excited. That's what
excited.
Yay.
we are.
We're excited. We have a lot of things to talk about today.
Let's get straight to it.
Okay, let's go straight away.
Cheating.
First things, no. Oh,
Hit it.
Oh,
shit.
sleight of hand. Apparently, magic tricks are part of the strat. Is it OTK strat?
Oh,
How much smack talk are we going here?
Like, I'm just gonna be straight up. LSS did a great job.
Oh, straight
just
up.
calling it out. Hey, and benefits of live stream, by the way, with clipping.
Yes.
Clipping options, right?
I think the real victor here is the audience.
Yeah.
who
Right.
Called it out and you're like, hey, what sneaky things were you up to?
Something went down, like the flip into the flip. I'm like, what are you trying to do, bro?
yeah.
This is pick a card, any
It's a
card.
bit whack, like to think that it was broadcasted.
Finals.
It's quite crazy. I can't imagine what the thought process there. It's like the camera's right here.
Right.
And he's like,
But apparently,
I'm going to do
apparently
funny things.
the cheating on online thing, I think people just got so used to it because apparently during the COVID, right, when the quality of the camera is bad, right?
Yeah.
Apparently a lot of these things happen.
Yeah, they just say my,
And they're like, you know
my
what?
camera got disconnected.
It got me to the finals. I guess it get me through again.
Oh
guess
my
what?
But
Okay.
It's such a huge risk to play.
He living the Raina life though.
I mean,
He broke his gambler's girl.
is it
The
the
last
same
one.
though?
It's
It's not. It's
I mean,
really
so
not.
you've been a victim of such cheating as well in a local.
I will not confirm nor deny
I
that.
think ProQuest,
But it's sad.
ProQuest 2 Malaysia.
So good job for
Some
fans
sneaky
calling
things.
it out.
Good job.
And LSS showing that they really just not for it.
Malaysia national champion Hua, he mentioned that I think it's great because it shows that LSS has zero tolerance to behavior like this.
Imagine this guy rocks up to an army and everybody's just like,
Yeah. It's gonna suck for him. He gotta go.
No, that means 8 people are gonna watch him.
yeah.
It's like every turn, he's like,
Shoot
why
at
do
his
you?
hands, like-
That's so horrible. Like, you know what's the
it's
worst part?
hard,
After
man.
that, he wanna sell card. Who gonna buy from him?
No lah. Okay.
Chinese people quite.
Well, he's probably gonna move on to like
superstitious one.
Pokemon or something.
I don't.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, next up, before we
I like
talk
how we
about
lightly touch on that.
the
Moving on.
Uprising, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's worth talking about. And this is supposed to only come out on the 2nd of May. On the 25th of April, LSS brought up the bans and suspensions list, ban and erratas. Apparently now we've got a new thing called suspended.
Which is great.
Yes.
I actually think this is a great improvement because not all cards should be banned forever.
Yeah,
The meta changes.
for shows, for shows. TLDR, Awakening is out of the game now.
It's fine.
Suspended, sorry.
It's fine. That's a freaking scary ass card.
Autumn's Touch is out.
Never-
Questionable.
I don't.
yeah.
Because that leaves Earth cards like
What F?
nothing
What
else.
left?
Briar's
There's
crying.
Evergreen and there's Burgeoning, but none of them are 3 defense. It's only 2.
It's okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I guess when you're playing a race
What?
deck,
Oh, it's okay.
who blocks anyway?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
So yeah, I think they'll be fine.
Right.
The next one hurts me. And I think we need to take a moment of silence
silence,
just to
yeah.
talk about this. Bloodchief
Right.
Skeletor is now suspended until Viserai achieves Living Legend status.
Oh man.
Or else otherwise deem LSS they deem it
man.
earlier. But
Um,
I can't. So if you want to
It gets harder every time.
yeah.
So the synergy between Skeletor and Sonata has been questioned by non-Viserai players
Yeah,
for a long
yeah.
time. People say it's broken.
I'm pretty sure when Mr. White was designing the card at the team, he didn't think players would stack it to 20 rune chance.
Yeah.
Right.
But
right.
I think it's painful for me in particular because I'm a Viz main. I think what hurts here is that it's not so much that I depend solely on the Sonata OTK strat, and I think a lot of Viz players can attest to this. But
yeah.
it's unfortunate because what I loved about Viserai was that he could pivot at any point of the game to change his style of playing. And that's how I won like a lot of games in ProQuest.
Okay.
I would aggro out for a bit and then they thought that, oh, he's aggroing out, I'm going to Arsenal a defense reaction.
Right.
And
right.
you have no Arsenal because I start to build in.
Yeah.
Right.
And now I can't. I got nothing. I mean, okay, fair enough. I can still build rune chants.
No, Katsu
but
has
it
nothing.
Okay, we'll talk about that. Katsu is coming back.
Katsu has nothing currently. But this is where
really
I really want to admit something to both you.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Viz.
Oh.
I literally just depend on you reading the cards.
Oh.
Like every Viz game I've played, win or loss, I just like read the card for me. But I do know that this is an imbalanced card.
No.
Because if you think about it,
It's
right?
not imbalanced.
In a lot of other cards, if there is a resource on board and you use it, that resource is gone.
Yeah.
But you can double up the usage of a rune chant in one card.
Yes.
Right? And I think that's pretty
It's great.
kiku. Okay?
I don't know what you guys talking about. This game's called Flesh and Rune Right?
But yeah, it really kicked up a lot of discussions online.
It's painful because I think one of the big reasons why they released this early was because we talked about this among ourselves, but Stavo was supposed to hit Living Legend status after the ProQuest recently. He did not, and that's why they brought this up earlier because they don't want. I respect it. I think LSS doesn't want Viz to be the next Stavo.
I also have to admit,
Yeah.
I was pretty certain in no way they were going to let Stavo hit LL. Because it was an error on their part to count the LL points.
Okay.
And they're like, oh no, we got to do something now. Then they pivot to this.
Yeah.
So that's
He's
it.
so
That's
close
it.
though.
Yeah.
Because the amount of players that fluctuated in during Everfest was just miles different, right?
We want to hear your thoughts. If you guys are Viz players, tell us if you guys are moving away from Viz or you're going to stay on to make it work. Are you guys going to be using Tunic? Because I was using Tunic.
There's so much discussion for meta and all these
That was cute.
people
Can I just
being,
say
you
it's
know,
weird? So, okay, this is the Viz card, right? And it looks dope as heck with this piece of armor. Because, it's like, he's like this Dark Knight and he's got this sick ass, it says Blood Sheath Skeletor. And now you want to put this together on this Dark Lord?
I don't know what you're talking about. Katsu wears Vandal Spin Tunic every time. He got no choice.
Can you imagine this?
He got no choice. Katsu is flowy green every single time.
This guy's...
Hey, no judgment.
Hey, no
he can wear
judgment.
whatever he
Yeah,
wants.
I mean,
now you can't play Sona. You know what? I'm not even playing Blitz anymore. They nerfed my boy Kano. They took out our boy Viz. Playing what? Zor?
I feel it might have been a bit nicer if they just took out Skeletor for Blitz. Then it'll be a much more enjoyable game.
If
Just
they took
saying.
out Skeletor
Yeah,
for Blitz.
for Kano and Viz, because they have so much power to deal out in one turn.
Yeah.
I feel that could have been a better suspension compared to this taking out from CC. But we're not about here to argue this. I want to bring out something. Stubby Hammerers.
Stubby.
It is a card that I've been looking at for a very long time.
You call it Stubby Hamsters?
Stubby Hammerers. Hammerers.
Stubby hands.
Stubby Hams.
Stubby Hamsters.
But this is actually pretty exciting.
Why?
Because it just means there's going to be some kind of combo line coming up, or there's going to be some kind of new flow for the Draconic ninjas that might
Utilize this?
yes.
So wait, is Stubby Hamsters not a... It's not a
a common.
warrior
no, it's just
gauntlet? It's just
just a
generic.
generic.
Destroy the equipment, attack action cards with 3 or less,
Yep.
base power gain +1.
Yep.
Sorry, all?
All.
I see why it's broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
So TLDR on the bans and suspend list, Stavo's nerf, Autumn Touch is out. Viz is heavily nerfed.
Yep.
He is Skeletor is out. That means Prism is set to take the stage. But that being said,
Oh, not just yet.
that being said,
Not just
ProQuest
yet.
2
Right.
is looking like it's going to be a lot more balanced in terms of hero
Yeah.
variety.
I mean,
Yeah.
we'll talk about metas another time.
Okay,
There's
okay,
going to be
sorry.
a great discussion about metas.
Okay.
But today is going to be all about the Uprising, and they finally
boy.
have flushed out all the updates. So,
Yeah.
how y'all feeling?
So why don't you take it away? First one, how do you feel about what's been teased?
I feel very excited to open some packs. But it's looking like a real interesting release.
It's going to be tough to pull.
I think with the whole Draconic edition,
Draconic.
those 3 dragons, man.
I love
I
dragons.
want them all.
I want them all.
Yeah.
They look so good. I swear, if they've got like Marvel extended art core foil,
all.
man, just take
I
my
think
kidneys,
I think
man.
the Marvel might
Stick my
look.
kidneys.
I think the Marvel might look like Bravo CF, the CF core.
Oh, definitely.
like the doubles.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Sweet,
Actually, no. They said it's just
Sweet
going to be a
Kajumus.
full page.
sweet
Because the description is still
Coronado
on
shoes.
the
Yeah,
on the
actually,
art.
it kind of looks like the mentor cards that come in the
Yes.
Blitz
But
pack.
Yes, yes.
if you all saw, I'm hoping the Marvels, when you put 3 of them together, it forms one picture.
Ooh.
The background's slightly different though.
Hey, shut your face. The
So
back, the back, the back.
2 of them are
back.
above Volkor's villages.
Right.
One is on the
The
wall.
backside picture maybe.
The back.
There's
yeah,
a
it'll
wall-
be
there's
one
a
picture.
wall- there's a wall in
It's
the middle of
flesh and
the-
blood. It's
there's-
just
there's
the
a
brown
wall.
flesh and blood.
in the middle of the
Okay, before we dive into the dragons, the
Okay.
first one that came out was our good
Missy
friend.
Ice.
She first made her appearance in
Oh
the
my
Everfest
word.
set. Everyone was flipping
Questioning.
their nuts
questioning.
because she was the second wizard to
But
ever appear.
everyone treated her like a meme.
Yes,
At
that
first.
was the
At
most
first,
talked about. It
right?
was like, oh, when you play her, you're playing a meme deck.
Right. Because people will be like, oh, maybe she falls under like, she's
Yeah.
like a
and
merchant,
Skirmish 3,
data doll.
an Icelander won.
Surprise. She's
Stupid
strong.
me. Sorry.
She's
so
strong. She is undoubtedly
Good job,
very strong.
Sorry.
She like the minute she came out and
Yeah.
I kind of read through a bit more of her card pool.
Yeah.
I did have the feeling that this is the OTK stopper. If she ever had an adult
did
version.
feel a little bit out of place. I feel with the whole theme of Everfest being
Right.
like a traveling
Circus.
right?
Yeah, I didn't understand
What
that.
you need
Like,
was
why?
perfect because he
Like, why she
was
doing
a
a circus?
merchant and then
Yeah.
you see him
Yeah.
on the carnival grounds.
Yeah.
Stavo, obviously Stavo.
LSS, why is she in the circus?
Um,
Why?
it was quite
Like,
weird.
what's the law? Why did she end up in the Everfest circus?
There was no story.
There's no story.
There was
Oh.
literally
It was just
no
like,
story.
surprise.
Yeah.
Ice.
That being said,
Right.
Ming Han called out and he was saying, to us and some friends, he's like, there's gonna be an Icelander adult.
I was literally in the middle of a skirmish game.
Yeah.
And I told the guy, I think Iyslander needs an adult. And the guy was like, no lah, too much.
Yeah.
And that's a great sign whenever someone says too much. Because White will be like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think a very good hint to it
Mm.
is that some of the do you know the name of what's Ira's full name?
Ira Chan.
Okay.
Sounds
Benji
right.
Benji the,
The
Piercing
Crimson
Wind.
Haze.
Yeah.
The
So Ira
Crimson Haze.
Crimson Haze,
Yeah.
right? Benji Piercing Wind. Icelander didn't have a second name.
She does.
No. She
You didn't read the law?
No, she didn't.
She got.
What's the name?
I don't know.
The Everfest Icelander card did not have a second name. A first
Yeah, no, she
name,
doesn't have a
second
name. It's just a
so
single
I,
name.
I think that's plenty to go on because
Right,
people
right.
are saying like, oh, Kasai might be an adult. Like, no,
Shout out to our friend
It's not.
Elliot. Elliot also
Yeah.
points this out.
Elliot talked
You'll see
about
him,
it,
you'll
yeah.
see him in another episode.
But I think what's interesting about Icelander is that in Everfest, in Skirmish this year, she was already so disruptive, right? What do you guys feel when you saw her cards come
Oh,
out?
I
Like,
love it.
Channel
Good
the Bleak
times.
Expanse.
I tell you.
Like her and Lexi just shaking hands on the side.
No, she's. Actually, okay, that's true. She's like ice girl power
It's
all the way.
disgusting. You've got things like Channel the Bleak Expanse. Like, How?
In light of that, I did not expect Skeletor to be nerfed because of Islander's new abilities. Because one of her abilities is to literally freeze a hero and their equipment abilities, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, if that's in play, I don't need to worry about Viz anymore if I potentially use this hero. And then now they take it down a notch even further and take out Skeletor. I'm like, what are we worrying about at this point, you know?
You
Like,
tell me, I
that's-
just want to know.
That's literally.
Yo,
like-
James, what up, man? Let's talk up, man. Crazy fool.
But it's amazing.
Sorry, James. I didn't mean that.
There are a few things that I was looking forward to see Island do if she had an adult version. One was
Ice.
an aura that was passive damage.
Passive damage.
Right, but I don't think auras do that because they need to be activated. Then these
Yep,
guys
yep,
come out
yep.
with affliction auras.
Yeah. So Frost Hex and Hypothermia.
Oh my
Great
word.
names.
Great names.
Frost freaking hacks.
The first affliction card we've ever seen.
My gosh. I love it.
I'm shaking.
Love it.
I hate it. I hate this deck already because of how disruptive it is. If you guys have ever played against an Ice Lexi, we have one sitting at the table, by the way. I hate playing Ice Lexis.
Okay, now I just feel attacked.
Just attacked.
But-
Walk us through the Ice Lexi.
Right.
Like, what does it do?
I mean, it's similar in a sense because you can build a primarily ice deck,
Yeah.
and so that aims to be disruptive, and then you kind of build tempo, and then you gain tempo in that sense
Yeah.
to aggro out. So for Icelander, like seeing the cards that she has, I'm kind of like, oh, some can be integrated.
Oh my
Which
word.
could be
Definitely.
great. Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
I think what's great about Icelander coming in as the adult form is that number one, games are going to be a lot longer.
Oh, yeah. I mean-
because with just the amount of
Because
like
we all
control-
love all him games.
80% of my blitz never ended the game. It just ended
I
in a
hate
draw.
it. But no, I think
Mine ended in
what's,
sadness.
what's difficult about this now is that it stops a lot of decks from
OTK.
going wide.
Yeah. It's important.
People like Katsu
It's
and
important.
Chain and Viz now, not just with Channel Lake Frigid, right? You have Channel the Bleak Expanse.
Oh, lovely card.
You don't have Go Again readily
Oh,
available.
freaking lovely card. Why I play Blizzard anymore? Just Bleak Expanse everything.
Blizzard. It sounds difficult.
Why
and
not both?
This has
Yes.
kept me awake. Yes. But I mean,
love it.
hands up at the table if you think you're gonna play Iyslander. Yeah,
See,
you
so what's the difference?
We be hating, but we be playing.
But I might give up Iyslander for the next point. Although I think at this point it's good to say that people need to understand the big picture, right? I do think that LSS is very attentive to meta and game style. And the OTK format was just getting out of
I don't
control
know
to
what
a
you're
certain
talking about.
expense, right?
I don't
Only
know.
Viz players are like, don't know what OTK. No, really, it's true.
Boltin as well.
Right, Boltin, no, not
Yeah,
Benji,
Boltin,
Kano.
Benji, Kasai. Kano is not OTK.
I
There's
feel-
no OTK for Kano.
Round 0.599 damage.
That's luck. You
On a
cannot
luck
set up.
damage.
Yeah,
But the extreme shifts the bell curve to a certain angle, right? And I know that, like, at least for Flesh and Blood's motto is
Yeah.
they really prioritize the player experience. So can you imagine you flew all the way to America
and then
and you
it's
ran to 2
over in
rounds.
one turn.
like, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
The margin
that's
of
true,
the
that's
margin of the potential of recovering is so slim. This Runeblade just brings out 2 birthday cake, 1 revel. I don't know any of the
Sounds
cards
like a good
usages,
time.
you know.
I don't
but
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sounds great.
break, birthday, finish. Happy birthday to everyone, you know.
Quickly recap the law because I feel like this is important.
Okay.
If you guys didn't read the law
Right.
article, the piece of story
About
that came
Iyslander.
with it, yeah,
About her sister, and then she didn't really want to
she's
use her
got a
powers.
sister.
Then the sister said, "It's okay, you can be yourself.
That's a different law.
Gotta let it go."
This is
Then
frozen.
the law is that the strongest wizards are in Volcor. And that's why Iyslander, like, I'm a wizard, might be there, that kind of thing.
Okay,
that's
fair
really
enough.
It, you
But
know?
along the way, she meets Shiyana, who gives her a mask and says that
Oh.
even your own mom won't recognize you. And then Iyslander was like, I don't have a mom. And then Vivian felt it. She was like, oh my gosh, that hurts.
That's one way to summarize the story.
That being said, that brings us to Volcor.
Okay. Draconic Talentes.
Are we agreeing
Yes.
with the rumor, whispers in the wind, saying that Iyslander might be related to Kano? Are we?
I'd like to believe it.
Minghan?
I see no resemblance.
No.
It's not the well.
like
she changed
zero.
Baju, you know.
Like, even the Everfest Islander, like, zero resemblance to Kano.
We don't look alike.
No, at least got some.
Okay.
awkward.
Got some. But, like, I see literal
think so?
no resemblance to Islander and Kano.
Okay. Do you think that Kano might be the last hero that comes out?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
I just had a chat with Davin,
yeah.
one of the pro players.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty set on just 3 heroes.
3 heroes.
Yeah.
Okay.
For great reasons. Also
Or
because
not even 4.
no, because the product flyer just announced 3.
Yeah, for now,
No, just it's
there might
just
be a 4th
product
one.
list 3 heroes Uprising.
And then they tear off
Thing.
the tape, and there's like one
Yeah,
more.
it's true. It's
I'm
true.
not sure if this.
Okay, if you guys have heard about the rumor or the speculation that Kano and Iyslander might be related, let us know your thoughts on that one. I want to hear that one.
And
I love conspiracy theories.
that's just too. Yeah.
Speaking about conspiracy theories, there's an
Yeah.
uprising in
Okay.
a certain kingdom.
Okay.
Saw that segue. That's whack, man. And they are in freaking ruins.
That's not conspiracy theory. It's literal law.
It is. There's a conspiracy going around.
Okay.
That the people in their high seats don't know what they're doing. Who
Right.
said this? I don't know.
The conspiracy is true because
Shiyana-
the people rised up
Yeah.
and whooped them.
Shiyana, first seen in Crucible.
What
Crucible
a
of War.
great time to visit Volcor.
Yeah, she's there
During the
after
uprising.
giving Iyslander that disguise.
Right.
And she's supposed to meet with the greatest wizard in Volcor.
Okay.
Who is none other than, don't say it, could it be Reinar? I don't think so.
Janus.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
Kano,
But yeah, she's there.
it's
She's there.
probably Kano,
And then the
right?
law just continues on with the village overthrowing the people in power.
So this morning, what did we see, Minghan?
Sorry, I'm just going to say it. We saw 2 stars from the hit series Avatar appear in Flesh and Blood.
Zuko and his sister.
Fi and falafel, as I say, because I cannot remember her
But
name.
okay, jokes aside, Dromai. Flying falafel. It couldn't be further than okay.
Okay.
But I'm pretty excited about the implications of it. I guess when Everfest announced the circus team, I was like, definitely no ninjas. But this one, I was off by Shadow Ninja because I guess Shadow Ninja might just be a bit
Shadow
imbalanced.
Ninja, okay.
But Draconic Ninja was
Yeah.
the second thing. I just didn't know what fire was
Yeah.
until
So
Draconic came out.
Our first hint to it was actually on day 4 of the Iyslander journey.
Right.
We've been seeing a whole bunch of ice cards, right? So it was the auras, the afflictions, and then suddenly on day 4, Cold Snap comes out. But more importantly, because everyone was like freaking out, like, how do I get rid of afflictions? It's not an aura you can target.
Yeah.
Thor comes out.
But I mean, they said it. There has to be a card that destroys this.
Draconic action attack.
Lovely.
And this is insane because the mechanic of how you play this card is completely new.
Yeah.
It's like when Chain and the whole Monarch series came out, suddenly you got Soul, suddenly you got Banish Zone.
Yep.
Yeah.
This one is like what a bird.
Great.
You play graveyard, banish, play, graveyard, banish,
Freaking
play,
beautiful.
Graveyard, banish, play.
I freaking love it. Flush it
I
out.
love it.
Just first, then you see, block it straight away.
Viscera
Throw
is
it into
very
the
familiar
graveyard.
with this.
Yeah. Freaking
Because we are
beautiful.
Rattlebones and Gloomville. I love
Freaking beautiful.
How
Oh my gosh.
did you get the goose nipples when you saw Draconic?
No, I got a goose nipples when I saw the Dragon Ally.
So you did. I got goose nipples when I saw this card.
Oh,
man.
Draconic? I'm like,
Yeah.
that's cool.
You know what's interesting? And I don't know if people will notice this, yeah? A lot of talk was about the borders and all that shit, right?
Right,
I'm going
right.
to show you guys a quick one
Okay.
and see if you guys can spot
Right.
what's cooking up on the south side of Monkeyland.
Uh,
So Lessons in Lava is a Kano specialization card, right?
that
It's
also
the
looks
only
Draconic.
card
Yeah.
that has the yellow color resource
Right.
background and the same frame.
Yeah.
Nobody said this
I mean,
yet. You heard it
just okay. But that's a good point. That's a good point
Thank
to
you,
make.
thank you.
Um,
I'll take it.
What looks really scary is people be thinking like, oh, auras are very scary. No, dragons are scary because there's no text on the dragon card that says you have to have one of these in a deck.
Oh gosh.
So if you have a weapon,
Oh yeah, I did not think of
so
that.
can you imagine there are 3 dragons, you have 3 of them in your deck. You have 9 dragons active on a
Yeah.
field, and if somehow an ability gives all of them go again, 9 times 6, that's 54
Okay,
damage.
well,
But if you
I'm
ever
not
pull it
sure
off.
how
Right. I don't know how that
playable
is,
it'll be
right?
because like I'm so excited for the dragons as well.
Right.
But people like my man Chain,
Right.
who has Ursa,
Oh yeah. It's
That-
not easy to pull off.
I've not really seen
Right.
that out before.
like Ursa.
But
Yeah.
Ursa is hard to pull off because he costs nothing to play.
He costs something to play, but like to bring him out, like to summon
That's true.
him,
That's true.
it's 6 blood deck cards played out in one turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Eclipse.
Yeah. You
Yep.
have to have that in
Yeah,
mind.
you know.
That's
Spanish.
yeah.
Do you think that maybe the dragons are going to be as difficult? Okay, maybe not as difficult. Do you think that it will be difficult for the dragons to pop out?
No, I think it's just gonna be a different
He's
mechanic.
depending
Maybe.
on the player.
Yeah.
Maybe he rides heavily on dragon.
It has to be.
play.
Dromai is going to be able to use all the illusionist cards. So Enigma, Chimera, Spears of Reality, she's
Hey,
going to
check
have
this
access to
out.
all of them.
Sorry,
What,
I'm
what?
just looking through the website, right? Uprising Blitz deck configuration, 8 decks per display, 4 of each hero. That means there's 4 heroes.
Please tell William.
You see? You tear
Just
off
tell
the
William.
deck.
Just tell
There's
William.
Yeah,
another
guys,
hero
there's going
waiting.
to be 4 lah.
I
I
mean,
think that's the main prediction.
maybe it's the same like there's going to be a young hero that's not going to be in CC. At least. Like Hasai, for example, right? But coming back to the dragons, real quick.
Yeah.
I just think there's going to be so much more space now because illusionists have always had the mechanic of being unpredictable.
Yep.
And changing strats in the middle 3 times in a row. I want to see what the red Illuminaris is going to be. Red Luminaris.
Somebody
What-
put
what-
Pluminaris.
Yeah, why is
I just want to see what that new weapon. I'm so excited to see what a Draconic Illusionist weapon is going to look like.
probably like a frog?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's actually holding an animal.
Yeah.
She's.
That's a dog.
Sorry.
Get your animals.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think Draconics are a great solve because we saw
To
lightning,
what?
ice, and earth, right? And James said there's not going to be a third element. So okay, cool. Draconic was never on the tree of professions in the law book. So that really just means screw the tree of professions. There's going to be anything else that they feel like it.
Yeah.
I, however, am a bit curious. If there is going to be a 4th hero, then definitely there might be an assassin. Because if it's going to be Draconic Ninja, I don't know whether it's going to be Draconic Assassin.
Why would a ninja assassin? I feel it's a bit similar though.
Because there's two separate professions in the law book.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
why.
there's also like a whole bunch like alchemist, bard, necromancer.
What would you hope to see as the fourth
Ideally.
hero?
Yeah.
I just, oh my gosh.
An ice room late.
Honestly, nothing fits the law at this point. There has been talk about PvE, right? So who knows? Maybe a Draconic Bard. Who knows? I just think Assassin.
Draft?
Assassin. Because the law also got, the title is called Assassin something, right? Assassinate or something like
what
that.
about you? What do you reckon? If there's going to be a fourth hero, what would it be?
I'm bad at predicting. It's more like just what I want it to be.
What do you want it to
Ice
be?
room play. Let's go.
I'm done.
I
Just add
think
to the family.
I think it's gonna be a multi-use Kano. So if we're looking at Uprising as a draft set, Iyslander, Ice Wizard, Ice cards, probably also Wizard cards because now Snapback, Stir, and Fogged are out of the game. That means there needs to be support for the Wizard. You can't play Kano if there's no support. So I'm predicting Ice cards and Wizard cards coming out of the set. There's all going to be your Draconian cards coming out. Whether they're going to be specialized or not, of course, I think they're going to be class specific. But then that leaves room for Kano to come back because he can play both the Draconian cards and Wizard cards.
The only thing, right, like, I would love to see a Draconian Kano. Maybe that'll be extremely violent. But two wizards within a set. Highly
might be
unlikely.
crazy also.
Highly
Okay,
unlikely.
fair enough.
Just saying. That's that fourth slot need to sit down and think for a while because assassin and ninja, I mean Fi is the ninja, right? We're all thinking.
When Falafel's
And Falafel's the illusionist,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we have a ninja, illusionist,
And an ice wizard.
I do think we like
she
a
feels
tank.
out of place, man, honestly.
Yeah.
Band of friends.
There has to be another ice one now.
So on that note, what is the last IC? An ice warrior?
An ice assassin?
Ice assassin,
An
ice, some ice brute monster.
The thing is, it's so out of place. Like in Volko,
is,
why would
yeah.
there be an ice assassin, right? I don't know. Maybe just a generic assassin at some point.
Yeah,
A Volkorian
it could be.
generic assassin. You never know. No talent, just starting to build his assassin cards, which also makes sense because if there's going to be a ninja and an assassin class can kind of use the same cards, he already has a quite established base from WTR.
I mean, that being said, we might even be getting ahead of ourselves. We only know that that what's it called? That Fi and Falafel are here. We don't know
I love
what
that
they
it's
actually
catching on.
are. We don't know what
yeah.
Fi is. Like Falafel's a Draconian illusionist.
Yes.
Has it been confirmed?
Draconic.
We don't know.
It's
We
not
don't know.
even-
Maybe
yeah.
it just
We don't know.
illusionist.
And Fi could just be like, a bard.
I really feel...
We don't
Hanging
know that.
out.
I really feel...
Looks too fierce to be a bard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, fair enough. So WTR heroes. Everfest, bravo. WTR done.
Right.
Uprising, Kano, Arcane. That means the next place we're heading to, and according to the book and law, is the Demonastery. Which is the Monarch set. You have your chain.
Which is
Wisdom,
a
Solana
story
fights.
of Dorinthia getting lighty lah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that I think the next set will definitely be. So Savage Land is going to wait a while, man.
So I think,
Poor
I mean,
thing.
besides, we go to the next, we have a new segment coming up. We don't talk about it now. But when that happens, that's going to be great. I do feel, however,
Yeah.
that fourth hero slot is still a question mark. Although, what I'm looking forward to see is a legendary chess piece for ninjas in this set. Either ninjas or assassins, because come on guys, we got nothing. Fiendal needs a tunic back at some point. Like we need something. I do want to see how Draconic allies function because there's literally nothing on their card that says how
does-
they attack.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
It doesn't even say they attack.
I'm thinking reveal a red card in your arsenal, your dragon allies get an attack with go
Would that
again.
be like the hero ability?
Because I'm playing off, okay, there are two reasons why. Lexi has a very big deal of two arsenals and revealing cards. If PV is coming out, Corsham works on revealing cards, right? And you have to continually reveal one card a turn to keep Corsham alive, or the sun sets on that day, and then you leave Corsham. I love the wording to Corsham,
Love
by
it.
the way.
So vague.
Yeah, it's so vague. Like, what means?
I don't
Yeah.
know, guys. There's a lot of things that we can speculate. I think it's time to wrap this up. This went too long.
I think my wallet's gonna be broke, man. I'm not even worried about any of these predictions. I'm worried about the pull rate for all the new cards. Now this is really kicking in. To get
The
the
CF
same
fine, right?
the same amount of pulls that we have, right?
yeah.
We're gonna buy at least 2 to 3 times more. That is
lovely.
because there's no more 2 different sets, and there is
Just
like,
one.
oh my gosh.
Excited
Well,
to open
Sophia won't have a
some.
problem, so I'm not too worried about
Don't know
that.
what you're
Yeah,
talking
we
about.
got golden hands soap with us,
Oh
so
man. man. Mia, what is your thoughts to close this?
There's so much happening. I think this is the first time a set has been teased so far off its release date.
Why?
Just to get us all moist and wet for the ProQuest season that's about to hit. And I'm pretty excited to see how we're going to move into ProQuest season with your deck changing even before Uprising hits.
I love it.
And I think that's scary. If you guys have any personal insights or thoughts, or if you have grievances with what's been announced, let us know.
All right. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Stay tuned. Hit that like, subscribe, and
Share with a friend
yeah.
who needs friends.
See you guys.
Beep.
Ciao.